Very impressive, Commander. Clearly you are quite resourceful.
Yes. Too bad Leningrad was merely a diversion meant to pull our forces from where they were actually needed. Maybe next time your efforts will be of more use.
General, I've just been notified that the Imperial forces are moving towards Moscow. They are currently nearing our old satellite launch facility at Krasna 45.
Krasna 45. We might be able to use that facility against them. You see, Commander, while you were hiding behind the barricades in Leningrad, our enemy was thrusting deeply into the motherland's tender nether regions. It is time to show some backbone and take the fight to the enemy. Stop them before they get any closer to Moscow.
Welcome back, Commander.
All will be lost if the Empire's forces reach Moscow. We are going to use the Krasna 45 installation to intercept it. Even though it is inhabited by vagrants, the launchpad at Krasna 45 is still operational. General Krukov believes that we can use it against the enemy once the satellite is in orbit. Good luck.
The Empire must be stopped. Use our limited forces here in Krasna 45 to rout the invaders. Here are your objectives. Escort Natasha to the orbital launch facility. Be on the lookout for Soviet prisoners of war. Proceed with caution. Good luck in the field. A unit is under attack.
We sent the recon team here earlier, but they haven't reported back. Make haste to the launch facility, but be on your guard.
Enemy units detected.
Greetings, Commander. Oleg told me about you. I am Moskvin. I will be handling Natasha for this operation, protecting your flank.
New objective received.
And so, with co-op commanders, we have a interesting split between who controls what, especially during no-build missions.
Oh yeah! Your bloated nation is ours!
A unit is under attack.
Unfortunately, no-build missions does mean that
Armored vehicles.
if I accidentally misuse my units, you might be screwed for the rest of the mission.
Infantry, go down quick! We're right here. Good, we have lots of ammo.
It's also important to note that Natasha can't swim, or at least I don't recall her being able to swim, which becomes a bit of a problem in at least this mission.
You heard the boss.
Protectors on. Who needs a jump?
Enemy infiltrator detected.
Capacitors ready.
Quiet down,
A
it's
unit
HQ.
is under attack.
Oh yeah!
It also seems kind of strange to introduce that little cutscene when it's after the location of bonus units,
Three hookups.
where you would see the whatever. There's just so many little things that come up in this game
Received.
the more you think about it. For example, there's an attack, or we have to worry about an attack on Moscow, but the Japanese, or Empire of the Rising Sun, attacked Leningrad, which is further west than Moscow, and also further north. I keep making the joke about it being an attack from the Baltic Sea, which is true. Like, you can't access Leningrad from the east. So,
Our Tesla troopers! That is the last straw!
A unit is under attack.
There's also something to be said about technology that we will see and that exists in a world where Einstein has been removed.
You've rescued all the members of the recon team. They should prove useful in helping you reach the launch facility.
They're marginally okay at getting us there. Really, it's just for the extra manpower rather than strict use.
I'm
Enemy
wired.
infiltrator detected.
Fully shielded. Who needs a jump? Let's
I'm also ignoring the superpowers for no good reason. Like, you should just use the tractor beam, really.
shot. No resistance.
Caution. Our sequel walkers are proven to be poorly suited against Imperial tanks. Our ally is under attack.
Sickle here. Ready, guys? You heard the boss.
So I have a unit that probably has about 1 HP left. Things are not going well for me. But it'd be way better if, say, Natasha could be more proactive. And you can tell the AI to do that, but it feels sometimes like it's easier said than done. It's not a guarantee that the AI will use Natasha properly versus just setting in the Tesla troopers.
Sickle patrol. Oh yeah.
It's also never a guarantee that when she targets a unit for the airstrike, that it's the one that matters the most in any given circumstance.
You heard the boss.
Again, this isn't to kind of poop on the co-commander stuff. It's still a great feature that I love, but you can tell how it has limitations there. I think another problem that also comes up in this is that you as the player won't know the first time you go into a mission who will get what units or what powers and so on.
Sickle patrol.
This can be a bit of an annoyance because, well, wouldn't it have been cooler to have Natasha as the player character's unit?
Enemy infiltrator detected.
If something good comes up, let me know.
It's HQ. We're right here.
From a certain standpoint, I can understand wanting you to use the sickles because they're anti-infantry, they have a nice ability, so, you know, fulfills the same kind of functions that Natasha does,
A unit is under attack.
We're hit.
but doesn't have that awesome firepower to it.
What do you have, boss?
I don't mind moving, but when do we start killing?
I'm also not quite sure why the co-commander had a text that said building forces under it, because, again, it's a no-build mission, so nothing's supposed to happen.
We have lots of ammo. Hey, boss.
You can also see the limitation in the unit that's on the ground that shoots at air units that can transform and shoot down never does so, because you have nothing against it.
Keep your belt on, boys.
Reinforcements have arrived. The satellite is launched. Comlink re-established. You may now use orbital bombardment against your foes.
What do you have, boss?
It would be rude of me not to introduce myself. I am Shinzo Nagama. You may have defeated Kenji, but I am not so easily cast aside.
They were hiding in the tents this whole time? Well, no matter. The orbital refuse protocol is now available for you. Use it to crush the enemy.
Infantry good.
Launching the satellite was easy part. Now it's time to clean up this mess.
Balloon bombs? Be careful not to let them drop on your forces, sir. Open the top secret protocols menu and request orbital drop. A unit is under attack.
Ride. Infantry, go down quick. We're going now. Oh yeah!
So we get the satellite dump ability, which is nice. It goes well with the satellite magnet, or just the magnet ability. They kind of work in tandem, and we'll see more of that later. I just wanted to get across, though, how despite my feelings for the view of the game, like how limited it is, also, I guess Natasha can swim. Why she didn't grab the rank up earlier, I'll never know. But despite how the map can be pretty tight in its location on a world map and our view of it, I do think that it still looks really nice with how the Circus buildings just exist, how they look, and how they are quote-unquote taken down to reveal the Rising Sun structure.
A unit is under attack.
Sickle here. Ready, guys? Hey, boss. Keep your belt on, boys.
Enemy units detected.
This is probably also a good primer for how, with some clever use of triggers and just events in a mission, you can have some very interesting terrain or just world triggers, world stuff going on.
Select target.
Not to say that this is something that a Blizzard, as an example, would have stolen directly, but it seems to have that influence. A good example of this comparison would be the one of the Terran missions in StarCraft 2, where there's lava that will rise up, potentially destroy all of your workers, because the mining that they have to do is on lower ground.
Watch the flanks. Got an HQ. There they are.
Also, the Empire of the Rising Sun's hero gets no fanfare whatsoever. She just exists and is never mentioned. We'll see her later.
Shoot them all. Good. We have lots of ammo.
Their tactics are unorthodox, but there was no problem for you, Commander. The people of Moscow will rejoice when they learn of this victory.
Yeah, maybe this time I won't be blamed for doing my job by General Krukov. Somehow being ordered to defend a city and then doing that exceptionally well, if I do say so myself, is somehow a problem or fault of mine. Yeah. Sometimes there's just no pleasing anybody.